I'm Shirakawa from Ohe Unso. Thank you for having me today.
Thank you. Today, I'd like to ask you about your vision for Ohe Unso, Mr. Shirakawa.
The vision I have, or rather the goal I've set, is that while the initial loading or starting point might be a farm in Hokkaido or a training center in various regions, from the moment the horse is loaded, it's about the horse's condition. I want their weight and health to be exactly the same when they're unloaded at the destination. To put it simply, it's like they arrived through a magic door. You could call it teleportation in a sense. My vision for the company is to get stress and fatigue as close to zero as possible during transport.
I see. When did you first start feeling that way?
Well, let's see. It was when I discussed it with my predecessor, and we decided to set that goal. I think it was about a year or two after I became the executive director. So that would be over 20 years ago.
How many years has it been since you joined the company, Mr. President?
It hasn't been quite 20-some years. I think it's my 21st or 22nd year since joining. So the vision was solidified about just under 20 years ago.
I see.
I'm not entirely sure if everyone has completely internalized or really understood it yet, but everyone is working towards that goal.
What is your vision for the future, in your opinion, if you don't mind sharing?
There are some strategic things I can't talk about, but with the 2024 logistics problem and work style reforms getting stricter, I'd like anyone building a new farm to consult with us. It doesn't even have to be our company. Primarily, I'd like them to consult with a horse transport company in Hokkaido. I want them to talk to a horse transport company. They need to know if the location they've chosen is actually viable as a transport route. Many farm owners and horse owners don't fully grasp the 2024 problem yet. It's complex, so it's hard to understand. Even the JRA has come to me for advice. Explaining exactly what the 2024 problem entails is quite difficult, especially over the phone.
That's true.
So I'd like to make it easy to understand on our website or something, and create materials that can explain it clearly. That's something I really want to work on.
The patterns do get quite complicated, don't they?
Yes, especially since it's not general cargo, and it's a special two-man operation. There's also the special horse transport exemption, which was created as part of the 2024 problem and work style reforms. So our operations involve making good use of that exemption. Right. It's difficult in terms of working and binding hours, but also the direction of travel. If the routes are too scattered, we need more trucks. It's just impossible capacity-wise.
I see. I get it. That's a lot of different issues. It's not just about time. So you're saying there are no trucks heading that way right now?
Exactly. It's more like we just can't go there.
I see. It would interfere with your regular operations then?
Yes, for places that are off our main routes, well, really. To be honest, it might become increasingly difficult to serve them. In the end, there's a possibility we'd end up causing trouble for the existing farms.
So, conversely, where would a new farm need to be for transport to be possible?
We have our own one-stop transport system in Fukushima, so somewhere near there. Or, it's not like anywhere in Fukushima Prefecture would work. The major companies also use Fukushima for their one-stop transport. So if it's within that specific area, that would be ideal. Basically, areas like Hokuriku or the Sea of Japan side, like Niigata.
Ishikawa or Toyama?
Yes, exactly. Routes passing through those areas have almost completely disappeared now. So if someone plans to build there, I don't think anyone would be able to handle the transport.
So other companies don't have those areas on their routes either, right?
That's right. Transport to Kanazawa Racecourse from places like Miho or Rito.
Even for local racing in Kanazawa.
We almost can't go there anymore. Our main routes now go through the Tomei or Shintome towards Shizuoka or Tokyo. It's not that far away, but going through there causes a significant loss of time.
It becomes quite a detour.
Yes.
With the 2024 problem, finding hours are also limited, so. As for the current inability to go,
I'm sure the trainers and staff at Kanazawa Horse Racing are struggling quite a bit. But we're in a situation where there's just nothing we can do right now.
is there any way, just out of curiosity, to solve that problem in this particular situation?
Increasing the number of bases, or what you'd call hubs, in general freight. Well, increasing warehouses and such is one way, but even if you count every vehicle in this entire industry, it's still a very small number.
Oh, I see. It's specialized.
Exactly. And as for whether it's feasible, building those facilities is one thing, but even if we did, we don't have the vehicles or the people to switch over to another truck at that point. And it's a difficult situation.
It sounds like it's not very realistic.
Right, so unless it happens to be situated along the main routes that we are already currently using, there are definitely, without a doubt, some particularly difficult and challenging aspects to consider in this situation. Sapporo and Hakodate racecourses were renovated quite recently, so they're essentially brand new facilities. In that context, if we had been consulted or involved in discussions about the loading areas, we could have specifically requested a certain amount of space to be set aside, or perhaps even asked for the inclusion of 2 or 3 loading spots, instead of being limited to just 1. This kind of input could have made a meaningful difference in the overall convenience and functionality of the racecourses for everyone involved. As it stands, the area for maneuvering vehicles is quite cramped, and there's only 1 loading spot each at Sapporo and Hakodate. Since every company has requests, and the stables are all different, it takes a considerable amount of time for 1 truck to finish loading.
There's lots of waiting.
Yeah, so even if we tell the grooms what time we plan to load, the schedule gets thrown off significantly depending on the order.
They have to wait for you.
Exactly. The grooms are busy during those hours, riding horses and doing training. If we can't coordinate the timing, it's tough for everyone. In our case, we've actually pulled out of Sapporo and Hakodate for now, but the companies still operating there are definitely still struggling with it. Well, there are things we can share as a company, and this YouTube channel is part of that. Our original goal was to share information to help with recruitment, but we also want to use this to raise awareness of the industry. It's not just horse transport. There's a shortage of veterinarians and ranch hands, too. There's a labor shortage everywhere. Also, the behind the scenes of horse racing isn't well known, so I'd like to keep sharing that. By getting to know the industry and the different types of jobs available, people might consider joining us. If the industry doesn't thrive, it'll be hard for us to sustain ourselves too. It'll be hard for us to keep going too. In the horse industry, many retired horse support groups have emerged recently, especially in recent years. We need to work with them. There are many challenges, but there's a lot I want to do.
Right. I'd like the employees to see this video.
Yes, not just as a reminder, but I want them to see it so they understand my current thoughts and intentions.
Thank you very much for today.
Thank you very much. Ohe Unso is hiring drivers. Please check our recruitment and corporate sites in the description. If you're interested, we'd love for you to apply.